All right, looks like, let me get this all situated. All right. Let me check the settings here. Okay. So here we go, Holy Ones. Machiwa to all of you coming in to this live transmission of Spirit. Welcome all of you seeking spiritual truth, knowledge, enlightenment, seeking connection to unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. Bless all of you on your spiritual journey. And I welcome all different kinds of beliefs. And even if you disagree, you're welcome to voice that disagreement in chat. We just ask that you please be respectful to all others who are also going through that. Let me make sure sound is okay. Let me ask if sound is okay. Yeah, it says sure microphone. Okay. Wait, it's not started yet. Or it is started. Yeah, we got 32 people. Looks like, yeah, all right. We got Leo Murray. What's up, Holy One? Thank you for being a member for over 6 months. Bless you, Holy One. Good to have you, brother. Good to see you. UTD in the house. Woohoo! Annual member plus. Thank you, UTD, for supporting this work. Thank you, guys. Celine, Machiwa sister. Much respect. Thank you for being here and being one of our 5 moderators. Bless you and all the service that you've done. You're amazing. Thank you for, we're glad to have you. Eddie family, Machiwa, Holy One. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? Please write it in the comments. Testing. Looks like, yeah. Is this weird because I don't know what's up with that. Look, Tony already giving out memberships. Thank you, Holy One. Bless you for doing that. I sound good? Okay, yeah, all right. Just needed that confirmation. It's a little bit buggy sometimes. I want to say right away, if this live gets disconnected, just wait 5 minutes and refresh. I will start a part 2. So tonight we want to talk about indigo children and starseeds. What that even means. I mean, what's the true definition of a indigo child or a starseed? Because there is a lot of ideas out there, a lot of different opinions, a lot of distortions in spiritual communities and New Age and, of course, religions. This is something that we talk about regularly here on Christos Avatar. I have over 1,000 videos, so there's hundreds of videos that talk about those distortions. And which is all based on not your brother Anuhazi's personal ideas and opinions. This information that all my videos, my entire channel is based on the Emerald Order teachings. It all starts with these books. The Voyagers books, the Angelic Realities book, that's what it's called. Angelic Realities is called Voyagers 1, there's Voyagers 2. And so what you're hearing tonight is based on a huge tome of spiritual knowledge, as originally taught by our teacher Ashiana Dean, from the early 1998 all the way up to around 2010. And so this is something that our community aligns with. I personally align with. My life focus is on the Emerald Order perspective in my life, learning about this techniques, the spiritual ascension techniques, discovering within yourself, within your direct vertical connection to source of who you are, what is your mission. That is a process, right? Because a lot of people ask, what is my mission, or who am I, what starseed am I? This is something you find within yourself. Okay, no one else can tell you what you are. You find out within yourself, because if someone else tells you, how does that help you? You don't actually remember yet, right? So the process of remembering is going within. Okay, going and activating your higher Templar chakras. And so that will reveal itself in your spiritual journey, holy ones. And coming to earth, your soul essence comes to earth through the fetal integration process. And that's how we get here. That's how starseeds and light workers, empaths who are aligning themselves with the Christos information, the Christos law of one point of view, which is the Emerald Order teachings, also called the Freedom Teachings. So thank you guys for being part of this community. Thank you for holding space with us tonight as we talk about indigo children and starseeds. Machiwa. Let me just do some spiritual cleansing of my own light body and of the space around. Spiritual hygiene, get that going on. Spiritual cleansing and protecting going on. And I use incense resins, not stick incense. Stick incense is purely chemical, baby. You get nothing real in stick incense. It's all fake. It's all synthetic scents. Not even the real resin or frequency of the resin. Only imitation. Only that which is used to trick your senses into, oh, that smells good. Not something for your meditation or healing or magic or intention work. Not with a 10-foot pole, baby. Not with a incense cone, incense stick. Nowhere in this temple. Makaya, masutas. Thank you guys all for being here. Let me grab my amber. Woohoo! Indigo party time. Give me 5 indigos. What's going on in your neck of the woods? There we go. Got some amber going on now. Now we're legit. Now we're complete. No, it's always good to bathe yourself in these high frequencies. Co-create with this blessed frequency that's known historically. Frankincense, for example, is known historically to cleanse negative, unwanted, dark, twisted energies. Purify those energies. They can't stand frankincense. It's like bleaching that dark frequency out of your space. Scrub it, clean it out. Machiwa. Gratitude. Thank you. Blessings, holy ones. So grateful. Living our life in gratitude. That's one of the attitudes of mastery as a starseed, as an indigo child. We're not following dogma. We're following, you would say, aligning ourselves with the universal law of one. Universal principles, not something that's isolated or limited to a human earth experience. Do you think you're going to find Islam or Christianity or some New Agers out there? Okay, no. You're going to find universal principles. And within this creation, within the hologram experience, the 15-dimensional hologram, 1 through 12 is where the ETs and planets are. Within that experience, you're going to find the path of chaos and or the path of order. Okay, so we align ourselves with the path of order. This is what we're focused on. And one of those beings who are following the path of order are practicing regularly the 12 attitudes of mastery, the 12 responsibilities of mastery, We want to become masters of our consciousness, masters of our energy. Same thing, actually. Energy is spirit, consciousness, alive. Consciousness is energy. It is consciousness that created this entire matrix, this life, field, matrix, unified field. So everything is God. Everything is spirit. Yes, we're humans having a human experience, but we're also, I meant to say, we're spirit having a human experience, but we're also spirit having an astral experience. We're spirit having an archetype experience. We're spirit having an Indigo Child experience, an angelic experience, an archangelic experience. We're having an avatar experience. We're spirit. Everything is spirit. This coffee mug, tea mug is spirit. A potato bug, an insect, an animal is God. Everything is consciousness of creator. In the matrix, in the hologram, you get different levels of that consciousness. The Guardians actually call them frequency bandwidths. It's in the Kathara bio-spiritual healing system, the spiritual science behind these teachings. And more. Dance for life, dance for love, dance for joy. All these other teachings. A lifetime of work for you, Starseeds and Indigos, to start learning right away. There's no time to just, mosey on your way to a spiritual awakening and ascension. You got to grab it by the reins and just bring this, it's like I talk about 2025 as being so much more profoundly faster moving, more activity, more, you can use the word volatile. Like energy is going to be going off the chart. At least it should be. You don't have time to snooze. Wake up, sleeping indigos. It's time to go into action. It's time to collaborate. It's time to bring our Starseed Indigo minds and energies and talents together. Create projects together. Create meditations together, holy ones. Bring in the Christ, the Christos consciousness. Bring in unity consciousness. Not the distorted unity and Christ consciousness you find in New Age. We break that down. We talk about the distortions there. So we're not focusing on people or individuals. We're talking about the actual false creeds of these systems, the origins of these distorted systems. And so thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you. If you find yourself here, you're here for a reason. Part of yourself, higher selves, aligned with this portal to the Emerald Order, universal law of one perspective. Thank you for being here. Machiwa. And if you guys have a question, please just tag Christos avatar and I will see it very easily, like Sarah just did. Thank you, Sarah. But it's been going like this, It's like when you become more aware, more in the present, more mindful, you see or notice when things are off a little bit in your day, your routine, in your communications, in your relationships. You notice things. I think that's part of your experiences are building up to mastering those lower frequencies, acknowledging them, transmuting them out of our life, out of our hologram experience. We want to be the best versions we can. So we are brutally honest with ourselves. You're still practicing one of those responsibilities of mastery is self-love. Make sure you don't beat yourself up if you fall down. You get right back up, Holy One, and continue on with this growth, spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension, You want to be descending. You want to go through, ascension is about expansion of your awareness, of your knowledge. You're actually learning. Are you actually learning knowledge? Have you read this 600-page book? Have you watched any of the Emerald Order video workshops since 1998? So this is a wake-up call. This is a hello. It's time to get into action, actually meditating, actually studying, actually practicing technique. Okay? It's no longer time, just sitting, staying in the same place and philosophizing this stuff. You have to go beyond that, you guys. Take action. 2025. It's already February. What have you done? So this is just your brother Anuhazi just, kind of emphasizing the urgency. Machiwa, all of you holy ones. Bless all of you indigos. What do you think about diet and experience in the hologram, Mr. Falcon? Thank you. Good question. And I want to say that there is no chapter, there is no video workshop that focuses on diet. The Guardians do things with intention. So I think of that as valuable to know. Now, you might hear Ashiana reference food sometimes, every now and then. But as I say that, she doesn't go into the explanation of it very well. She doesn't do any type of recommendations. There isn't, like I said, a workshop just about food and diet. So I can only answer you not from an Emerald Order point of view, but from a personal point of view. What I resonate with is going on, first of all, everything in my being says there's something is wrong, caging animals, enslaving them, putting them through torture and fear and eventual murder, sacrifice. And there is something seriously wrong in my point of view. You can get protein sources outside of meat. You're not losing anything letting go of meat. You can get your carbs, your fats, and your proteins from being vegan. I'm answering you from my point of view. I'm answering your question. So I follow an alkaline diet. I'm not going to eat murdered animals. They did not give you permission. They don't want to be eaten and living an existence in this. Have you seen the chickens? Because that's a huge staple of Americans and all over the world. People are eating meat like chickens. Well, they live a life like this. Their entire life is like this. At least a prisoner in the prison institution, you have space. You have a toilet and a bed and some walk-around space. A chicken lives a life like this. And when they're milking the cows are just in a pen as big as their body is. This is torture. This is not natural. It is utterly unnatural. And I want to point out that, hey, the fruit produces fruit, and if no one plucks it, this offering, no one's taking the offering, it falls to the ground and rots and decays. It was given. No one took it. Now it's wasted. This life, this tree is offering your sustenance, your nutrition. So that's something that, not everyone is going to agree with. And let me tell you something. Food, why did the Guardians not talk about this? It is one of the biggest challenges. It's one of the biggest weapons. It's one of the biggest mind warps. Food. Why isn't it not talked about? I'm a little bit disappointed. Why didn't Ashiana step up and make at least a 1 hour speech about this? Why didn't she go into the through quantic transmission, go into the CDD plates and find some record. Why didn't this Master Speaker 1, go and pull out something about food? Anything would have been nice. So, there's your answer, brother, from my opinion, not the Emerald Order opinion. So I could be wrong. I don't feel like I am. I'm resonating and going exactly where I feel is the right alignment. That is my resonance about food. And the alkaline diet is coming from a gentleman named Dr. Sebi, who's no longer with us, who was killed because of his theories and ideas. And why would they kill him? Why would they put him in prison? Because he's talking about healing cancer, healing diseases with an alkaline diet. Now, I want to make that explanation a little bit bigger. I think the goal is also not just to go on an alkaline diet or a vegan diet, but also to fast 1 day or 2 days a week, like on when you are able to fast. Water fast. Water fasting is, okay, I'm hungry. More? You're still hungry? Drink more water. That's why it's called a water fast. Plus, the water is actually part of a detox, a cleansing out. But you're not eating. You're not... This is the important thing about fasting. You're not initiating the digestion system. And if you're doing this regularly on the weekends throughout the whole year, imagine the health benefit of that. And here's another thing. Only eat once a day. So many people are eating 3 times a day. No, if you want to go down to once a day and fast every week, there you go. And there's a whole bunch of room for different opinions for that topic. That's never going to go away. The ideal goal, the optimal goal, this is going to sound crazy to most people because they just cannot, it doesn't make sense. The ultimate goal is to be a breatharian. That means no food, no water. You will be able to live and exist through pulling in prana, air. You're getting the kundalini from the techniques. I'm not a breatharian yet. That's going to take me a while because of my own schedule. I need a certain amount of calories to do some things. I can't always, I still will need to go into that deeper, farther down the rabbit hole. That's part of our evolution. Did you know? It even talks about that in Voyagers. Did you know that in the future, our entire race are breatharians? We don't need food. We don't need to murder and sacrifice animals, torture them. It's a whole nother ballgame when you realize that your consciousness, as it goes through this spiritual awakening and ascension, you're actually literally changing your body matter, changing your form. Your matter density. You're going to have less molecules in your body. It's all done through consciousness. This is what is spiritual evolution. And there's a leap. You will make a leap from this carbon matter form. Your consciousness will go through the spiritual ascension, go through the Stargate, go through the portal, whatever you call it, directly into a higher dimension. In the higher dimension is your higher body matter, is your new body, is your new evolution. You don't take this 3D body with you. If you were evacuated by UFO, the guardians themselves would have you go into a clone body. You can't take this through a Stargate. I mean, you can't take this normal 3D level of yourself to a 5D level. It's not how it works. Okay? And as a matter of fact, a 5D being, Blu-ray, a 6D being, indigo ray, downstep. Right? We're downstepping to come to Earth. When you ascend, you're upstepping. You're upgrading. Okay, so sorry, I didn't mean to spend so much time on that question. Thank you guys for being with us as we talk about indigo children and starseeds. They say indigo children are a new breed of consciousness. It's actually more accurate to say they're an ancient breed of consciousness, not a new thing at all. They're coming from the higher levels, the higher dimensions. We're talking millions, thousands, millions, billions of years, and until there is no space-time. I mean, space-time doesn't exist, but you make reference to the time in the matrix, in the frequency bandwidths, in the dimensions, and they originate outside of it. Actually, indigo's soul essence starts from antimatter, density universe 5. Okay? That's where the consciousness of indigo type 3s. 3 being the lowest out of the indigo type 2s and indigo type 1s. Indigo type 1s are the most advanced. Indigo type 2s are the next advanced. And then finally, the lower indigo, which is still a spiritual badass with 24 strands in their original DNA from antimatter density universe 5. But indigo type 2s and 1s are coming from ascended master levels. You came through all the time matrix, went all the way through the gates, all the way through SG6, Sirius SG6, same pathway as Jeshua came to get to Earth. Yes, I should make a video with that title. Jesus, Jeshua, is an alien from planet Sirius A. That would be a cool video title, man. You're an alien. You're an indigo? What's up, indigo? You're a star seed. That seed stands for DNA. You're bringing star DNA to the Earth system. What's up, starseed, indigo? We're alien hybrid humans. We're part human DNA, part alien extraterrestrial from another world, other world DNA, other dimension, other universe, other, cosmic level. What's up, Indigo Wizard? Blessings, Holy One. Star Sister, Galactic High Priestess in the house. Greetings, you guys. Sarah Holder, my Star Sister. Hugs and kisses for all my family. Coming on in. G-Light. Woohoo! G-Light says good luck. Machiwa Holy One, thank you for supporting this work. Thank you so much for supporting this work. Bless you. Bless you, bless you. And that's how I can do this full time, you guys. I'm not getting paid by some boss or CEO or company. I'm a content creator. Content creators earn money based on their subscribers who want to help and support one of their favorite creators. So thank you, G-Light, for that needed exchange of energy. Bless you, Holy One. And I'll be stepping up my game and coming out with more content. So I'm so grateful for all the subscribers. If you guys didn't know it, you can become a paid member for as low as $5. There's higher tiers. It just depends on what you want to do with that. So that's one way to keep this channel flowing. That's how content creation works. That's a job. This is a job. And this is how we exchange that energy. Bless you. Because not everyone understands that. So I want to say that I have Cathara in the members area, but we're also, Indigo Wizard has helped me find, because I put that message out there. Actually, it happened indirectly by both of our efforts. You see, I have talked to you guys about finding this information, which is censored. And I don't mean by YouTube. This information is censored by Iyasha. She wants you to only go to the new teachings. That's the only reason to censor and take down, literally take down channels who upload her work. Iyasha, we're not talking about Ashiana Dean. So now, this is why we have to, I always said, hey, if you can't find it on YouTube, go look for this information, these videos, these old Emerald Order videos, on BitChute or Telegram. Well, we found a link on BitChute. And so we share that link now, but I'm also going to start putting these videos on BitChute. That is my purpose, you guys. Now, when I sit here and make edits to the video soundtrack, because some of the soundtracks are horrible, not all of them, but some of them are pretty bad. And when I put my man hours, my time into adjusting that, and also manually, because I've already done this before, the computer, the AI, whoever, cannot get these advanced techniques and words in correctly. I have to watch the entire thing, correct the entire thing by hand. So yes, that's why I put those in the membership. But what do you call? All of the other ones are going to go right straight into BitChute, which is available to all humans who have an internet connection. That's my commitment, but just understand we're dealing with a ton of work that, as my service, I'm going to be doing. We're all serving. Those who are committed to this sharing of information, you shouldn't have to pay for spiritual ascension or for the Emerald Order teachings. We give you the links. We have been. Okay, we've been giving you the links for free. We give you links to these videos, and there is no excuse not to have started, you guys. This is the record of the real record of Indigo children, the real record of the human history, which is a forbidden history. Okay, you're not allowed to know about aliens and fallen angels, fallen consciousness. That's not allowed. So you're only meant to be entangled in the false creeds, the false timelines, or you would say human history line. Now you think you come from Yahweh, Jehovah, fallen angelic ET God, or from Allah, fallen angelic ET God, or some other creator gods, whether it's an Egyptian god or Viking god or Japanese god or whatever gods, when they're not even talking about the one. There's only one God that is everything and everyone, everywhere, omniscient, omnipresent God. There's only one of those. Now we're all God within the unified field of God. We are God. We're the consciousness, the thoughts of God. But then you got all these ATs bringing us religions, altering, editing, changing the original spiritual teachings. Now you're not getting the truth. Now you're getting half-truths, fabrications, distorted creeds. This is what truly religion is. This is exactly what religion is. New Age is distorted too, but not as bad as religion. Religion is forcing you to worship some entity, some being outside your family of consciousness. First of all, we don't even do that at all. We're not worshiping, giving your energy, giving your subservience, your blind worship to some other entity. We're God, sovereign, free. We're a fractal of God. We're a face of God. We're all part of the one. There isn't really a me, a you, a they, an us. There is only the one. So this ludicrous distortions of I am a chosen one, no you are not. We're all the one. There's not a part of God that's going to be chosen over another part of God. There's not a believers only club when we're all part of the club. Okay? Even if you don't believe that there is an omnipresent conscious being creator, you're still part of it. Even though all of these people in religions are worshiping deities and ET gods, they're still part of the one. God allows you to become distorted. God gave you free will. You're using that free will to follow the false creeds of religions that are based on fear and guilt. You've got a sinful nature since you were born because of what they did, someone else did. Bullshit. Excuse my language. Transmute that old paradigm, that distorted false creeds that are based on devaluing women, putting women down here. I can give you tons of examples, verses in the Bible that tell you women are down here. Starting with Genesis. Women came out of the godly male. And also heavy into worship. Man, whatever being you're worshiping, whatever person you're worshiping is a dark phantom. That means demonic or fallen angelic practice. Worship is in religions, is it not? You're worshiping some holy, greater than thou being. This is a lie. This is a hoax. You're already part of the one, God. It's within you. This is exactly why these teachings are called the innerchristos, because all life is a fractal of God, is a part of God, a face of God. Every life form, every being, everything is part of that energy that is everywhere. That's why this energy, God, is described as everywhere. Omnipresent means everywhere, not just somewhere. Isn't it interesting that the religion, Christianity, Islam will say, oh, God is omnipresent, but contradict themselves and say, God is only, you're separate from God. God's omnipresent, but you're separate from God. They can't even see their own distortion, their own contradictions. God certainly is everywhere. God is an axe murderer, fallen angelic distortion in the matrix. You see, Creator created a hologram field. Creator put its consciousness in the hologram field. It is in the hologram 15-dimensional time matrix where there can be distortions. Distortions. That which is not of the original. Because God, polarized itself, downstepped itself. It even uses that word here in Voyagers, downstep. Went from this level and put it down into a piece. God put a piece of itself into right there. As soon as God put itself in a lower frequency, there is distortion. It is not the same as the original. It's a piece of the original that can go and experiment inside a hologram field. And in the hologram field, only in hologram fields, time matrices, can there be distortion? Can there be fallen angelics, ETs, malevolent, beings, consciousness? Outside of that, there is no distortion. As a matter of fact, outside of the 11th dimension, there's no distortion. That's where beings are following those beings can't fall. They're not going to fall. In the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th dimensions is pure joy, bliss, innerchristos love. It is connecting to itself, its memory is intact. Its codes are intact. Its divine blueprints are intact. You have a divine blueprint. They can't fall outside of the divine blueprint. The divine blueprint is right at the 12th dimension. You got your divine blueprint. You're not distorted. What's under the 12th dimension? Well, the 11th dimension and down. Outside, not outside, but lower than their full Templar. They're not getting the full template. They're missing one whole strand in the 11th dimension. In the 10th dimension, they're missing 2 strands. That's a distortion of the original. The 12th dimensional divine blueprint is the original. You're not the original in the 11th, in the 10th, in the 9th. All these lower dimensions are a lesser version. This is where the word distortion comes from. And what qualifies a being as being a guardian, what is a guardian? It's a guardian who exists outside of this distortion. Dimensions 1 through dimensions 11. All of these dimensions, they have their own galaxies and planets and aliens, races. They're just different versions of the original ones. Okay, so these beings can interact with each other by going through stargates. Creator God put stargates in here, so you can go from one dimension to another. As your body can't go to another dimension, or your consciousness can't go to another dimension without a stargate. Spiritual ascension operates through stargates, which is based on your DNA and your activated Templar. You don't have the Templar, you don't have 5 Templar, you can't go to the 5th dimension. If you only have 4 Templar, it's literally impossible to go to the 5th dimension. And when you even hear our teacher, Ashiana Dean, talk about how most of the consciousness on planet Earth is between 2.5, 2.5 strands, and 3.5, 3.5 strands. How could you even go to the 4th dimension? You can't. This is why billions, literally billions of humans are stuck in the 3rd dimension, just reincarnating, because their DNA is blocked, or they can't get beyond the DNA blocks that ETs put in our DNA. They mutated our DNA, or even the Guardians at one time put some blocks in our DNA because we were messing with the higher levels, or our distortions were affecting other levels. So they had to put a block, so you can't go to the higher level unless you healed yourself down in the Earth system and ascended. So this whole drama playing out on Earth is a big deal. And this is exactly why we have Starseeds and Indigo children coming and incarnating with the rest of the humans. So with the human population, billions, you can see the numbers in here, you guys. I know this is it's like 2002. So it's about 23 years old. So there's about 10 million indigos, starseeds. That's not many. That's only a tenth of 1% out of billions. We're a small minority. And you see the numbers. You can see the numbers that there's almost 2 billion Christians on earth. There's 1 million Islamists on earth. And all these other religions where people are following either monotheistic gods or pagan gods, pantheons of gods. They're all stuck in this phantom, fallen angelic practices of worshiping. It is a black magic systems, man. And they're all following, you think it's good or divine or sacred, it's all twisted black magic practices like communion is based on drinking blood. It's a black magic, terrible, horrible, metatronic practice. And you are the sleeping indigos awakening into the New Age and Wicca systems and astrological tarot card systems. You're just going into these practices that even Enoch explains how it was given to you by the fallen angels. The ones who looked at the female humans, lusted after them. They taught their human wives, girlfriends, wenches, hey, here's magic practices. Here's tarot practices. Here's, these New Age practices. Even Enoch tells you, look, they came, they taught the females, witches, Wiccans, warlocks, magic practices based on gods, goddesses. You go into a modern day pagan book, witchcraft book, it's going to talk about gods. Now you're entangling yourself with fallen angelic gods when there is only one creator. All this word God means extraterrestrial from another world. Yahweh is an extraterrestrial from another world. Allah is an extraterrestrial from another world. These extraterrestrials are posing as God. Or gods, when there's no such thing. There's only creator. And it's not male or female goddess. Has no gender. You see, you don't learn multi-dimensional creation mechanics in religions. It just ain't happening. You learn about hell and heaven, and that's it. No actual mechanics that talk about particles or physics of spirit, how consciousness works, what is a God consciousness, a ET consciousness, the different levels of consciousness. You don't get any of that. So, there's not, the planet is not awakening. Have discernment. Have discernment. Do you not see that billions of humans are following phantom, demonic, Luciferian systems called religion today? Yet there's a whole bunch of people in New Age saying, oh, the whole world is changing. The whole world is awakening. No, it's not. You don't have discernment. You don't see. You don't resonate and see the religions are still in power and still putting spiritual bondage on most of the human populace. You don't see that. Oh, everybody's awakening and it's changing. The world is changing. Yes, no, it's not. There's only literally 1/10 of 1%. That's 100th of percent of humans who are actually awakening. This is why you're here, Indigo. If the whole world was awakening, we wouldn't need Starseeds and Indigos to be wayshowers, to be trailblazers. You wouldn't need these advanced beings. Naturally, ascension happens through lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Reincarnation after the next reincarnation after the next reincarnation. It's not happening. I just explained it earlier. People are being blocked. They're stuck and can't go to the next level. Can't go to the next level. Die, rinse and repeat, still can't go, still can't go. Living all these incarnations. Remember, you live 144 times in this universe. It's called the carbon matter universe. Density matter 1. Holographic universe 1. They're stuck. All these humans are stuck in harmonic universe 1. Clueless. Being stuck in the spiritual bondage of religions. Religions now, religions in the medieval days, in the Roman days, the Greek days, religions, gods ruling your life. Religions in Atlantis, religions in Lemuria. All this distortion and in most of the humans being stuck. So it requires discernment, holy ones. Know exactly what's happening on earth. Get an idea of what's really happening on earth. Every human has the potential within them to experience an awakening. But they're being influenced, they're being dumbed down through our food, our air, our water, our spiritual teachings. Oh, also being dumbed down by the movies and the comic books and the video games. You're being guided. You're being misguided. You're being entangled into these fallen angelic paradigms, systems. That's why you're here, Indigo Child. That's why you're here, Starseed. You're meant to awaken yourself. Remember your connection to Source God, because you have one. All beings do. And remembering your Starseed Indigo mission, that is related to unity and Christ consciousness. That's our mission. It's not even complicated when you realize the basics. But there's so much people making hybrid beliefs. Oh, I'm into the Christos, but I'm also still doing tarot and astrology and witchcraft. I got the Green Witch book. Let me show you. One second. A few seconds. Woo! Party time! It's party time! Yeah! Masutas! Wukayas! Time for a rude awakening, holy ones! Now, remember, I told you guys about my background, my how I started was in the occult. Was in not witchcraft, but magic books. Because I was distorted in my life. And now I'm teaching about, from that perspective, I have this, I can relate. You will find this in New Age. People they're interested in all this occult, all this golden dawn, and you are going to learn fallen angelic demonic systems, man. Distortions. Oh, look at this right away. What was that 5-pointed star, right? You're learning about Baphomet. You see the goat's head? You see the goat's head? Oh, talismans and evocations of the Golden Dawn. And you will find in Voyagers 2. Voyagers 2 is telling you what fallen angelic extraterrestrial race created the Golden Dawn, brought you the Golden Dawn, influenced the Golden Dawn. It's in the book, all the different New Age things that people are, taking up the runes. If it's not astrology or tarot, you're taking up the runes. A complete guide to using runes and spells and rituals and divination and magic. No mention of the inner God spark. No mention of your inner Christos. That we don't need these connections to these demigods, planets, astrological alignments. How about this one? Yeah, entangling those New Agers, right? Bring those New Agers. Ascension magic. Oh, you're going to learn ascension through this book. Woohoo! While they're teaching you the tree of death, right? And it's connected to these gods. The tree of death instead of the tree of life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's reptilian, homies. No 10, 12 spheres. How about symbol magic in Egyptian art? Because it must be spiritual, because it talks about Egyptians, when we know that the original gods, guardians got twisted into gods. Instead of guardians, now they're gods, and now you're worshiping gods. Egypt worships these gods. People in magic systems worship Isis and Horus and Osiris, and it is some dark, twisted stuff you're entangling yourself in, holy ones. Machua. The Witch's Craft by Raven Grim Nasi. You're going to find all these kind of names in these authors. Right there, Baphomet, baby. Turn it. You see the goat's head and the goat horns? There's Baphomet. Stir the magic cauldron. The goodly. Because this is good to worship all these Greek gods, Roman gods, Celtic gods, whatever kind of gods, right? And here's one of the biggest ones out there, the Grimoire for the Green Witch. There's that Baphomet again. Who are you getting those energies? What are you entangling yourself with? The keys of Enoch, because the Enoch is Metatron, a holy archangel, blessed one. Think again. The Guardians talk about the books and the systems that Enoch put out. This is a fallen angel, holy ones. Enoch, Thoth, Metatron, Archangel Michael, Ariel, Gabriel, fallen angels. What's that called? The Violet Flame, Saint Germain, fallen angels. Enochian vision magic, because why not? The lost Enochian magic. All kinds of books, man, but they're being now they're just collecting dust in for my research purposes. Now I can take this book, make a video about the teachings, and maybe someone will wake up. And I will eventually do that, because you will see how this is actually distorting your spiritual awakening and actually entangling you into a blood ritual, blood sacrifice, the most worst type of energies for your soul, for your awakening. It's Phantom. Phantom brings this for a reason. Phantom is bringing you into their agendas, into their paradigms, into the Nibirian, stuff, the Metatronic stuff. They give you the flower of life. It's a flower of death. The tree of life. No, it's not a tree of life. It's so this is something you have discernment with or you don't. As someone learning or teaching this Emerald Order teachings, it is my responsibility to bring this to your attention. It is my responsibility to create a community so others can have a safe place to learn these concepts. We're not perfect. I was involved in these. Why do you think I had these books? I have a whole freaking library of this kind of distorted stuff. But as a guardian, I went through that for a reason. Now I just fight for you guys. Now I just strongly desire to help people get out of that lie. We teach ascension mechanics. They teach Metatronic death science. I used to have a huge wall hanging of Metatron's cube. Instead of a Guardian poster or something that had the divine symbol on it, that was definitely, had the progressive energies, not digressive energies, not something that feeds off of and distorts. And you guys can have your own ideas, but what I'm saying is, what I'm seeing out there is people are making hybrid belief systems when they originally were intending to follow the innerchristos path. Well, out of habit, now they're still practicing some of this with their Christos message. I can name names, but I'm not going to. Yeah, you guys can decipher that for yourself. Have your own discernment. Okay? You don't need these principalities and powers. Because that power of true spiritual power comes from within yourself, not from some self-proclaimed archangel or God or demigod. That's what all these practices that the fallen angels saw the women, taught the women, now it's in the world. These are all stemming from phantom principles, jinn, demons, fallen beings. Oh, you can create magic with your own connection to Kundalini. Your own connection to Maharata, your own connection to Kirishe and Kundure. You don't need some altar. You don't need some sigil. You certainly don't need some of your blood or some animal's blood or some sacrifice. You don't need anything. Religion, churches don't want you to. That would drive them crazy. Yeah, you need Jesus. You need a sacrifice of the Messiah. You need a God that is cruel and angry and creates war and sacrifices humans, men, women, and children and babies. No. Hopefully you woke up, Starseed. Hopefully you said, BS. Transmute that in my life. My family doesn't like that very much, but I guess I'll be the black sheep of the family. Because I'm following my inner self. I'm following this intuition, this gut feeling. You're having those intuitions for a reason, Holy Ones. Bless you and your journey towards your God self. That's the ultimate identity. To know thyself, to know your God self. That's what knowing thyself is. Knowing that I'm God, I'm sovereign, I am free. And it's not coming from a space of arrogance. It's not coming from one of those spiritual snobs. Transmute those people out of your life too. It's those people who realize that, yes, I'm part of the omnipresent God who doesn't judge, who loves me unconditionally, who loves all life. This is what I resonate with. This is what many of you Starseeds and Indigo children resonate with. Bless all of you. And this is a huge tome of knowledge, man. It goes through all the different workshops since 1998. One of the first workshops is from 1998, bringing you this information. Let me check the viewer activity. And I just want to say, whoa, okay. Indigo Wizard, Vato brother. Thank you, man. I love those power of those 3 nines. That has a lot of meaning, right? 999, baby. What's up? What's up? Thank you, brother. Thank you for your service and thank you for your support. Much respect to your journey, man. So glad you're with us. Karaya Satahala. You said it, brother. And those sound tones are universal, not limited to Earth. And notice Karaya Sata spells Christ. And you see why your brother Enuhazi chooses to spell Christ K-R-Y-S-T, not K-R-I-S-T. Galactic High Priestess, blessing sister, big hugs. Much gratitude. Thank you for supporting this work, sister. You're awesome, man. I'm glad to have you on our team. Diamond Star, and you guys, let me say right now, don't get pissed off at me, don't get offended if I talk about tarot and astrology, okay? Don't be offended. I'm not attacking your personal life. Just understand, I'm saying these things from an Emerald Order point of view. And it even says in the back of Voyagers 2, it will tell you where these practices came from. They influenced Hinduism. These beings influenced Buddhism. They influenced New Age. They're the ones who created New Age. The Jehovah and Anunnaki created the New Age channeling movement. Just like they created Halloween and Christmas and all these distorted holidays that have a dark, twisted meaning. Not to mention all these movies, man. You cannot believe. You watch Marvel hero movies and you see this dark, freaking twisted shit, man. Right up for the kids and all you adults. Hey, these movies are interesting to watch, but realize that you're being led into the same distortion as the New Age. Now you're following these beings as, oh, they're lords, they're superheroes, they're gods, they're greater than us. We need superheroes. We need Superman and Wonder Woman. We need the Eternals. We need the Marvels. We need these beings to save us. You don't need anything, baby. All you have and need is within. You don't need some archangel or some superhero. You just need your inner Christ, Christos, your own inner God spark identity, holy ones. Machiwa. Diamond Star became a member. That's a beautiful name, by the way. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. That's Emerald Order teachings. That's the best tier, one of the best tiers, because that gives you a bunch of articles also besides the workshops. And whenever I come up with new diagrams, I put those in there. You guys get all the new diagrams. And my life is changing. My schedule is changing. This is part of my 2025 expansion, baby. I promise you guys, it is my complete, honest intention to fill the members area with more and more and more of my hard energy frequency code service. Machiwa. I'm just going through a balancing time, I got 2 trips coming up, one in March and one in April. But after that, I think you guys should also be going to trips. There's workshops in Sedona. There's workshops in California. There's some in the Midwest. There's some on the East Side. Just look it up. Start educating yourself. Go deep into all these video workshops. We're not part of Ashiana's new group. Okay? We're not learning Tantriya Hura. There's plenty of people who understand why, who know why, who themselves are not going into those new teachings. Okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, please look up my video called The Split in the Shield. I made a video called The Split in the Shield, and it explains it for you in great detail. And not only me saying that, there's other people saying that we learned the information up to like 2008, 2005, Lisa Renee says. So not even all of the sliders workshops, you guys. Only some of the first 3 sliders workshop. I will include that in all of the information I upload and refer and recommend. So that's another topic, but you guys, a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Indigo Wizard. 111. I saw it too. Reclaimed. Woo, I claim that. I claim that. Let me refresh. Blessings from Synchrony, right? 163 souls online. Thank you guys for being here. Got Sir Madism in the house. What's up, homie? And there's someone who left a nasty comment on our video. I haven't replied yet. I haven't had time. I'll probably reply to it tomorrow. But I don't know where this person's going off. But this Billy Carson tour guide wasn't about Billy Carson. It was about Sir Madism's experience at a freaking unbelievable site. It's about Egypt, man. It's about the experience that he had in Egypt. But then you got some trolls coming to the channel, making their BS 3D comments and distorting it and making it look like a bad thing. When we're sitting there peacefully having a wonderful dialogue, and then there's people who got to leave their garbage comments. But you can expect that. We expect that. Why do you think we have 5 moderators? There's usually always at least 4 of them online, or at least 3 of them online. Because people genuinely hate this frequency. Some people can't stand, you're not God sovereign free. They go right into anger, into judgment, into vampirism, attacking the channel, attacking the teachings, attacking me, attacking Ashiana, attacking Lisa Renee. What is going on? I mean, fake spiritual people, we see you. Who are you trying to convince? Who are you. You can see these people a mile away. Love you too, Galactic Priestess. Woohoo! And I want to put a poll. If you guys think you're an Indigo Child, and we're going to go through the 3 types of Indigo Child. We've done that before, but since this is an Indigo video, let's talk about them again. So let me do that first before I ask the question. And we'll look at it, on my channel. I be transparent, because you have Bible people quoting Bible verses all the time. Well, we're going to quote Emerald Order verses for you, honey. About Indigo children. And all of the videos, all of the PDFs that we refer to, we give them out for free. No trademarks. The Emerald Order didn't say, here, base this on trademark. Do you think the Emerald Order is going to limit these teachings to a corporation on Earth or to some trademark on Earth? No. We're not censoring these Emerald Order teachings. We're not holding them back or deleting them or having them taken down. No, we're not. We're sharing, spreading. It's all, Ascension needs to be absolutely free. You don't need my memberships to watch these videos or to get these PDFs. We're constantly providing links to free. Whenever one of these links is taken down, we find an alternate link for you. We're rebels like that. Okay, I'm serving the Emerald Covenant. So is my team. You can check us. Call us out if you want to. Tell us what we're doing is wrong if you want to, brother, sister. But we're committed to the Emerald Covenant being available. This is part of my my work, part of my channel, my platforms, is to keep on sharing this information. Yes, I'm also going to put it in the members area. When I make changes to the audio and do my own freaking translations, what do you call it? Not translations, subtitles. Subtitles are important because not everyone can crank up the volume. They need to see the words. And so that takes a lot of work. Just as many hours that you work at your job, I am doing the same or even more. Okay, just so you know, there's an exchange of energy for that service. I cannot do this without your help. So thank you for those of you who are helping, who get it, who know, who also want all this information. We're not stingy. We're not an exclusive club. Wait. Galactic High Priestess again! Woo-hoo-hoo! You are... Wait, it's not showing me. I gotta scroll down. You are amazing. Thank you, Starseeds. You're amazing too. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for supporting this work. This is how I get through month by month. People just like you. Thank you so much. And I wanted to finish my comment. You guys, don't feel offended if I say stuff about tarot cards or astrology. You're God sovereign free. And I want to say something on top of that. Ashiana talks about the distortion of Reiki. It's a reptilian healing system meant to F you up. You're going to be spreading a distorted code because there's codes involved, just like in all these Wiccan and occult practices. If you didn't look into it, you're actually connecting to the planets. You're actually connecting to gods. Of course, astrology is connecting you to planets. It works on the planet system, on the god system, the pagan god system. It's the same symbols. You're getting symbols in these magic books, like the 5-pointed star or the 8-pointed star or the whatever symbol. This is how you're connecting to the dark side, just like the Emerald Tablets of Thoth or the the Metatronic symbols. These are distorted symbols. This is what my message is, and I want to say that Ashiana talks about taking Reiki and running it through the Christos techniques. Doing Reiki from a Christos techniques. Well, hey, if you can do that with one distorted system like Reiki, you could do that with tarot. But you won't be using the same symbols. You see what I'm saying? You could do the same thing. Well, I don't know how you're going to do astrology, but you know what I'm saying? You could use Christic tarot cards. Christic symbols, connect something that's not going and pointing to some god or demigod or ET or saint. This is exactly the opposite message of your inner God spark, homie. You actually don't need any of these books, any of these practices. You just master your own energy, master your own consciousness. You don't even need Kathara. But Kathara is highly, suggested in this time frame. But at the end of the day, we're supposed to do this naturally after lifetime, after lifetime, after lifetime. If you want to risk taking this lifetime after lifetime, because we know they took over parallel Earth, and they're trying to take over this particle Earth, and they took us out in Human Seeding 2 and Human Seeding 1. So this is why you're encouraged. You're encouraged to learn biospiritual healing mechanics and practice them regularly. Do your Maharic shield regularly. and practice the attitudes of mastery and the responsibilities of mastery. 12 of 12. So that's all I'm saying. Don't get upset that I'm attacking tarot or something like that. That's important to you. It's all based on consciousness. And what are you doing with your consciousness in these cards and these readings? What are you doing with this? If you can learn the Christos and start to turn these into a positive system, a positive frequency that's not tied up, tangled up in Metatronic sciences. I mean, because we need to teach the Christic sciences, but we also need to reveal the Metatronic sciences. So you can see the difference. Look what this is connected to, and look what this is connected to. Now, you're God, sovereign, free. You decide. You don't need your parents deciding. You don't need your lover deciding, or someone else deciding. You don't need, some confirmation from somebody else or anyone else. Looking out here for that. No, that's the whole point. Stop looking out here for that. You don't need someone else's, opinion. You're God, sovereign, free. You have a direct connection to Source. You have this huge family of consciousness called the personal Christos. 1,728 other selves. That is massive soul over soul avatar level of self. Ascended master level of self. You don't need anything. You don't need someone else. You don't need some other family like a Nibirian family of consciousness when you got your own family of consciousness. You don't need a Tothian family of consciousness. You don't need an Enochian family of consciousness. You certainly don't need no galactic Fed in your life. If you wanted to know the Guardians team, it's called Guardian Alliance, not Galactic Federation. And when I go to California in April, I'm coming with that team to the Galactic Fed team. So I'll be putting up my own Maharic seal, but if you guys can send your Chi Ka Matuye Indigo support while I'm in Cali during the alienevent.com. I know there's going to be a Guardian there. I know Carrie Cassidy's going to be there. I know she's representing Emerald Order. And of course there's going to be other people there who are genuinely awakened. But when you go to these events, you're going to certainly find a ton of distortion. But we're meant to go out into the world. Not live in fear, not stay in your little house and not go nowhere. We're meant to be representatives of the Emerald Order, of the Law of One, representatives of the Guardian Alliance, of the Guardian Angelic Nations. We're coming from these identities. That's our team. Machiwa, Holy Ones. So, let's look at the Indigo PDF. Let's be transparent and show you this on the screen. Let me open my PDF first. Yeah, baby, we got this. Let me switch it so you can see it. Woohoo! Secrets of the Indigo, homies! You're, coming into the light. Let's see what this book has. It's only 41 pages. This PDF. Always got the that's for the government, so they don't sue you for teaching something like this. Indigo children. Over the past few decades, a new breed of children has caught the attention of the scientific communities in the US, China, Mexico, Russia, and other countries. These children display unusual physical and psychological attributes that separate them from the norm, such as an enhanced immunological systems, advanced genius, or highly gifted intelligence, to more extraordinary abilities of a paranormal nature, something they don't talk about in Indigo Children documentaries, like Vibe did a very disservice to Indigo Children on their freaking documentary. That this paranormal nature that most often do not hear about in the mainstream analysis, what I just said. They don't talk about the psychic or the paranormal part of these kids. They don't even mention the word psychic. In recent times, and primarily within the definitions ascribed to the New Age movement, the term, sorry, I get those stupid things. The term indigo children has become a popular term in describing this new breed of children. The indigo description emerged through intuitive observation of the subtle body, your aura, in which a greater concentration of the color in the blue wave, which is actually the indigo wave. The third eye is indigo wave spectra, and as a dominant aura in these kids. So that's where they started being called indigos. And this whole PDF talks about it. But what's interesting for you guys to hear is where it talks about types of indigos. So I'll just put the word type. And here's a primitive time matrix diagram. How there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 density universes in the harmonic universe. And it tells you how we live in the first one, carbon matter. The next one's called carbon silica, or you could say carbon crystal, or you could say carbon etheric. The third one, 1, 2, 3, is where the archangels are. They're called silica based, basically crystal silicate. These are all different biologies, different levels of consciousness. We have the crystal liquid light. Crystal, you would say crystal liquid. And this, finally, the highest level is antimatter. It's crystal vapor or crystal gas. It's thermoplasm. And this is where indigo children are coming from. The lowest level indigo children are coming from the highest level of the hologram time matrix. Okay, types and purpose for indigo children. There's 3 types. Let me refresh my screen. Okay, so the 3 types of indigos, each with a different version of the Orifeme genetic code. Now, I've showed you Orifeme, but let me bring that up. Just real quick. Give me a second here. Gallery, Orifeme. And I've got my depictions of these Orifeme from the teachings, from the Voyager's books. Oh my gosh, it's opening up not in Photoshop. Let me open it and change that real quick. Give me a second. Okay, it looks like I got too many windows open. That's an Orifeme, a type of Orifeme, which are feline avians, part bird, part cat. And they described him as being white feathers or white skin. And there you go. There's an idea of where humans are coming from, this DNA. Bird cat beings. The higher DNA, what you see is only 3 strands on Earth. These are like 24 strands and higher. So of course they're going to look dramatically different. And some of them are going to see the bird features, the cat features. These are very beautiful beings, in my opinion. So, very unusual looking. I don't see anyone else making pictures of these beings. I mean, it's very unusual. And there's ones that look like swans, and there's ones that look like the white cat, Persian cats. Like here's the bird one. The ones that look like birds. Bird people, but the Orifeme style. This is an Orifeme, and the other ones were Orifeme. Here's an Orifeme, a Persian cat style Orifeme. This is just my artwork. This is some of my older work, so it's not as good. Here's the swan type, or not swan. Is this the eagle? Yeah, this is the eagle. Okay, so it was very hard to do the swan. Well, actually, that's not the final one. So there is Orifeme that have a swan appearance, which is very interesting if you think about it. So we'll go back to the PDF. Sorry, I meant to go back. So that's the Orifeme genetic code. So indigos are coming through that. We're above that, but you go down the levels, and one of the levels we go through is the Orifeme genetic code. Okay? And so type 3s, they're called recessives. Let me take this highlight off. It's the most common. That means it's the most, as in population-wise, the greatest population of indigos are indigo type recessives, type 3s. They're the ones the most common on reincarnated on Earth. And they began birthing in very small numbers about 200 years ago. So let's say they had kids 200 years ago. That means there's several generations of these recessive types. But when this was written, what does this say? 2000, so 25 years ago, there's obviously going to be more of these kids now. So more than 2,500,000. You see how I was telling you there's only a small percentage of us? Man, this ain't nothing compared to 8 billion, right? And many adult and having kids, right? Children. And we have contracts. We didn't come here without a contract. You had to get a birthing contract, a solo agreement with your 2 parents who are the ones bringing you in. You're getting the quanta of your mother and the quantum of your father, and you had to get permission from them, from their soul level, not from their 3D level. Your 3D level parents probably don't even remember this, obviously. And so it talks about another 15,000 would come between 1999 and 2000. That's why I know my daughter must be one of these. And because of her experiences, I know she's an indigo type 3. But I believe it's possible her daughter, my granddaughter, is not a type 3, but a higher one of these other ones. So we got indigo type 2s, dominants. You'll find out more info, but this is just going through the names of the first 3, the type 3s, 3 types. The type 2s are called dominants. It's the next most common type of indigo child. It's more proper to say the least common, the next least common. Isolated numbers of type 2 indigos birthed 75 to 100 years ago. Most since the late 1950s, though. So if you got an age around the 1950s, you're probably indigo type 5. If you're still a young kid, that means you came between this period. Which also goes at the same time as that. So look at your age, your birth age, and see if it falls into this or around the 1950s or also the 1999 to 2005. Now, here's the third type, which is type 1. It's the least common, the most uncommon type of indigo. 1960s, 1970s, that's within Ashiana's birthday, it's within my birthday. And what I resonate with, what I've seen, what I've experienced. And there's not that many of us, you guys. At the time of this writing in the year 2000, there was only 350 of us. I mean, that's insane. Only 350. That means there's hardly any indigo type 1s on Earth. But, speaker 1, speaker 2, and speaker 3, there's 3 more. Yasha, Michael Dean, and Marianne Calloway. But it says right here, 5,000 were supposed to come in between here. So we could have some children and teenagers who are type 1s. 5,000 across the whole planet. So we actually got 5,350. And give some, more. Probably more than that, obviously, since they have... since the 60s and 70s could have had more kids who were indigo type 1s. So just be a little bit more conservative with these numbers. I mean, liberal with these numbers. It talks about how there was more that came in between 1999 and 2017, which was already mentioned here. These are the ones having all kinds of issues. Indigo type 3s are having issues. But also realize the contemporary, this is why I'm telling you, they're not kidnapping, they're not abducting regular 3D humans. They don't need regular 3D humans. They want the ascension codes of indigo children, homies. All right, so the UFO movement, the contactees, abductees, right, claiming to be abducted by aliens, is part of this hybridization, because that's what an indigo child is. It's a hybrid, part human, part elder race. So it is these elder race humans, hello, indigo child, visit from the future timeline to assist in fulfilling the Emerald Covenant. There it is right there, Emerald Covenant for life, baby. And our ancient intruder visitors have returned also to attempt to hijack this evolution. And this is why we got the New Age. They want to hijack Starseeds and Indigos. They want to get you into the occult, into the New Age, entangle you in that, and take you away from our Emerald Covenant teachings and get you into the occult teachings and new Golden Dawn teachings. Into religions, into what's that one from New Mexico? Those people from New Mexico or Utah. So Mormons, Mormons. So you get an idea of what's happening with indigo children. They're being attacked because they don't want you. So the indigos, man. Let me explain this off camera. It's easier to explain off camera. I mean, on camera. Sorry. Most of the indigos are indigo type 3s, recessives. You guys have a lot of trouble because you have another soul essence with you that is part of a healing called a host matrix healing. So you have 2 souls in one body, I'm not an indigo type 3, but some people have two souls in one body. That's an indigo type 3. And it is an agreed upon arrangement. And the Emerald Covenant talks about this other soul essence as being a Nephilim. You know, those guys who killed us in human seeding, the previous human seeding. But now here we are helping them. Because that's the guardian way. That's what guardians do. These fallen angels are not damned. They have free will. They can practice free will and get help, get healing. And this is exactly what you're doing, Indigo Child, type 3s. This is why you have a Nephilim Anunnaki inside you. This is why you can have dark thoughts and angelic thoughts in your life. A devil and an angel in your life. Why you can be so blessed and feeling, like positive, but then have depression or go into drugs or go into distorted sex and get into magic and New Age practices. Get into the occult. Get entangled into twisted, distorted path that's taking you away from your indigo mission. Happened to me, but I woke out of it. I got myself out of it after I found my true connection, the Emerald Order, the Emerald Covenant. Like many of you, we went down those avenues. We went down those paths. We had grimoires in our libraries. Okay? We were learning about hexes maybe. Learning about crazy shit, which has taken us away from the Emerald Covenant, doing the exact opposite of our intended soul purpose here, which is unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, being God sovereign free, and sharing that identity, the true identity of all humans. We're not meant to be in the spiritual bondage of religions or seeking power outside ourselves, giving our power freely with our free will to. We're not supposed to be doing that. We've been taken off track. We're trying to get back on track. My Chiwa, holy ones. Let me push refresh. I love you guys. Omnicristos love. Unconditional love. Even if you hate me, I love you. People will, dark beings will do dark shit. But we don't condone what the darkness does. Don't get confused. We're not condoning what they do, but we know they are a part of Creator that's in the hologram, distorted in the hologram. Their ascended master level is not distorted. Same with Metatron. Metatron became distorted in the time matrix. They're not distorted outside the time matrix. But a real part of themselves came in and got stuck. Now they need healing. Now they need to be pulled out. And believe it or not, whether you're serving Creator in the path of order, serving as in connecting to, love, unconditional love and light, or you're against it. If you're ascending or descending, guess what? Both return to source. The path of order is returning to source through expansion and reclaiming your higher parts. This path is also returning to God, but through unconscious oblivion and fragmentation, becoming less and less and less until you become space dust, which you'll hear Ashana use this term. Space dust is sacred too, but it's a ultra micro particle that's left. That source God will recycle this energy into new life. Nothing is destroyed. There is no such thing as death. There's only transformation, changing of form from one form to another form. So you don't want to go back to God this way because you lose that identity. And it's talked about it very succinctly in the Law of One, which is in the Master Templar PDF. Do you have that on your computer or device? Wait, it might be in Voyagers. Let me check. Wait. Open. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Master Templar Stewardship Initiative. Wait. I have it bookmarked, I think. Law of One, yes. Okay, so let me show you the PDF. This Law of One, which the Inner Covenant is based on the Law of One. We are representing the Law of One. Our identity is of the Law of One. When religion says, no, you're not. All of these religions say, no, you're separate from God. Unless you do A and B and C, and then maybe you'll be rescued in the graces of God, and you'll avoid going into hell or the phantom. So, this is from 2001. It's in this Master Templar. We're always working lovingly, equally, cooperatively, co-creatively. This is why for example, the Nephilim and Anunnaki are not damned. They can co-create with the Guardians and get a host matrix like an Indigo Type 3 and be healed. So we're working with anyone who genuinely promotes and demonstrates the founder's freedom teachings of the inner Christos. Who else is talking about the inner Christos except for the Emerald Order? Nobody is talking about the inner Christos. They don't even know what that means. There's so many distorted ideas of what Christ is on this planet. Now it's a mutilated, tortured, sacrificed Messiah. No, it's not. So the founders, guardians, the inner Christos teachings include the Emerald Covenant, the Law of One, and the Lyran Syrian model, because that's where the blue flame races come out of, the Lyran Syrian race, of peaceful, co-creative, egalitarian, self-sovereign, co-evolution. The Law of One represents the Janus, which means ascended master in English. This is a Anuhazi language. Protocol of divine right interrelationship, which promotes the unconditional love. There's conditions in religion. No, in the universe there's unconditional love. Co-nurturing and healing of all races, not just believers only, not just chosen ones only, but all races, man. Even the fallen races, they're not damned. They can use their free will to change and heal. Because we know through the recognition, when you say, I am God, I am sovereign, I am free, you are recognizing that all beings manifest in the hologram. All manifest beings are faces of Source manifest. I am, you are, the fallen angels are, we're all faces of God manifest. Manifest is a word that's related to the hologram. There's nothing that's physical, but the hologram lets you experience the illusion of manifestation, the illusion of physicality. This is why it's capitalized. That's why I capitalize the word manifestation. It's a divine act. It is spirit becoming manifest or the appearance of physical. There is only one consciousness, not a pantheon of gods, not a plural gods. No, recognize, see this word in full letters, one. There's only one. There isn't a us, there isn't a you, there isn't a me, there isn't a we. There is only one consciousness. Source God. You don't see even a name for God. You don't see the guardians using a name for God. It's a consciousness. It's a one consciousness of everything. The consciousness of all things and all beings. These all beings and all things are living diversified expressions of that common identity. The one. We're all part of the one. Okay? All this distortion of believers only, chosen ones only. No, it's the one. We're all part of the one. You don't need a sacrifice Messiah. You don't need an alien or a saint or a bishop or a pope or a self-proclaimed archangel. No, it's all of this that is illusion. There's only one. And the law of one recognizes that beings who conduct themselves in seemingly ungodly ways, like the fallen angels are doing, are those who have forgotten this core truth. Let me look this word allow. Allow. The guardians in God allow, but we do not endorse, but God allows ideas and beliefs and actions through which the path of chaos, the anti-Christos imposed will objective, and the destiny of sorrow, what I just described. You're going to go through unconscious oblivion. That means forgetting thyself. That means fragmenting yourself. It's called by the guardians they misspelled this. You know, this was edited by humans. It's supposed to be the destiny of sorrow. That's what the fallen angels are following, the destiny of sorrow, instead of the path of the divine love, the path of order, which is God's preference. You see, you have all these religions and New Age beliefs. Wait, I'm trying to get rid of this thing. Who are saying that chaos is part of creation. No, it is not. It's not natural. It's not organic. In the hologram, okay, let me show you what it says on the hologram. Let me bring up the hologram. One second, I'm pulling it up in Photoshop. Oops. Hi. This is the hologram. And they call the darkness and fallen angels an anomaly. It's not natural. It's not supposed to be here. It happened because, well, free will. It's not natural, like they try to tell you in New Age. Embrace your shadow. What the F are you talking about? You don't embrace your shadow. You don't find light by going through shadow. You don't, light doesn't come out of shadow. Darkness, shadow is an anomaly. Okay? It wasn't part of creation. It wasn't an intention. It's certainly not the preference of God. Let's get that straightened out real quick, and go back to the PDF. I got too many windows open. I got to close some of them. So, this path is allowed in respect of the gift of free will. So God doesn't punish you or judge you based on your decisions. That's just completely stupid. Here's free will, but you're going to be judged if you make the wrong choice. You see what I'm saying? God allows you to make the wrong choice because you have the gift of free will to be distorted, to be vampiric, to be demonic. You have the free will in the hologram. Don't forget, this whole thing is in a hologram. There is no distortion of God outside the hologram. So I was looking up the word allow. Allowed. Path is allowed. God allows, but doesn't condone. We're not endorsing or condoning what the darkness does. We're saying that because of the law of one, because of free will, people and beings are allowed to make the choice that will put them into the path of chaos, which leads them to the destiny of sorrow. Versus the destiny of joy. Anyways, I'm not trying to be on this the whole night, but thank you guys for being here. Liz Angel, Vandal the Fifth, Purdy, Honey Lumpkins, Celine. What's up, you guys? Thank you, sister, for sharing my diagram. That's one of the ways I can survive and feed myself and feed my cats. They're not my cats, they're wild cats, but I still feed them. Let me see if there was any questions. I know sometimes I can't watch the whole chat. Sandra, hello, Star Sister. I'm looking for anyone who's tagged my name, but I can only go so high. Blue Moon. Ascension, please explain about the Star of David versus the pentagram. Thank you so much. Well, the Star of David is a term used by the Jewish people. We're not talking about Judaism. We don't call it the Star of David, but it's the same sacred geometry, which is a 6-pointed star, not 5-pointed. Not 8-pointed, which are both fallen angelic energies. If you realize it, if you look at the Star of David, which is a 6-pointed star, it's actually a 2-dimensional symbol of a 3-dimensional sacred geometry called the star tetrahedron. You don't get a star tetrahedron from a 5-pointed star or an 8-pointed star. Those don't create sacred geometries. Look at a Star of David, what we call a Merkaba field. This star, this 6-pointed star, is 2 pyramids. One facing up, one facing down. And when they're spinning these 2 pyramids within the 3-dimensional star tetrahedron, you're going to see a star appear, a 6-pointed star. It actually shows up with sound harmonics. Have you ever heard of cymatics? C-Y, psi, C-Y-M-A-T-I-C-S, cymatics. Check out cymatics, baby. And you will see sound go into sacred geometries, okay? The mechanics and properties of sacred geometries, which is coming from creation mechanics. The particae become particae strands. The strands become particae grids. The grids become chelons. The chelons become sacred geometries, chelon codes. This is part of creation. When it's not part of a sacred geometry or creation mechanics or ultramicro particle mechanics of particle physics, it is an altered, it is a distortion of the divine. This is exactly what Metatron does. It takes It takes these principles and twists them and teaches twisted principles intentionally, on purpose. This is what, just a shout out to all those people loving Thoth. This is exactly what the Emerald Tablets are doing. Therefore, I've heard Ashana talk about how it was used. The Emerald Tablet teachings are used by the Illuminati because they represent reverse consciousness. They represent the Metatronic death sciences. They're pro-death, not pro-life. They're the descension route, not the ascension route. The phantom, not the, Christic way path. The phantom path. The path of chaos. An anomaly. Unnatural. Not some demiurge. You see, they're trying to teach you archons and demiurge. It's freaking BS. It's not part of the natural system. It's an anomaly that was done through free will, specifically by two fallen angelic races. It all started with two fallen angelics. The Anu Elohim Metatron family and the Omicron Draconian Dragonmoth family. That's where it all started, on free will. They were guardian beings. They're guardians originally. Metatron, Anu Elohim are originally guardians who became twisted. The dragons, the Omicrons, were originally guardians, became twisted. Imagine God twisted. There's some powerful beings in the darkness, man. But this is always limited only inside hologram fields. I can't stress that enough. It's only possible to have distortion of God because this is where God downstepped itself on purpose. God wanted to experience downsteps. What happens, this is one of the directions that God went into as creator. Created more than one hologram field. The Creator, according to these teachings, made 24 of these hologram fields. It's originally 12, but you take 12 and polarize it. Now you got the other side, the antiparticle side. 12 times 2 is 24. So, and according to Ashana, all of these hologram fields are not based on free will. So God is creating. Some of it, God's creation, is through hologram experiences. God wanted to experience free will in this hologram. In another hologram, God is experiencing not free will. You're following something like the law of one without free will. So look what happened when we got free will. In a downstep, a polarization of creator. Look what happens with creator. Because when you learn about these beings, they take creation mechanics and distort them, and they get powerful results. Diabolical, based on anti-life results, but still powerful. They've taken over planets. They have destroyed planets. They have destroyed races. But it all came from the origin of God. This is why believers or religious people, they can't understand it. How does God allow this? It's all God. What are you talking about? Allowing for. It's not about allowing. It's about God wanted to experience this, and pieces of itself, like you, are a piece of God in a 3D dimensionalized self of God, a distorted point of view of God, thinks it's unfair, is angry at God, doesn't know what is God anymore, doesn't know itself as God. You see what we deal with as Starseeds and Indigos. We got to deal with the 3D consciousness that is forgot itself. My Chihuahua holy ones. Woohoo! Hopefully that answered some of you blue moon. Those are not sacred geometries. And, we go by 3, 6, 9, and you see these occult systems are going not 3, 6, 9, 12. They're going 5, 8, or some number like 7s, 7, 7, 7, and I don't know, 4s and 2s, and it's not. There's call signs. You see a 5-pointed star is not natural. There's something off there. Galactic High Priestess. Good idea, sister. I will include my Oriflame artwork. I plan on doing that in the next few weeks before my trips. I want to start making, I have to make more, income. So I'm going to sell some of that stuff because it's been popular before. Like I made a bunch of Lyran artwork on my Etsy shop. And yeah, you're right, Galactic. I will, sister. I will. I mean, this AI art is evolving so quickly. That is old style. So I know I can improve it more and more and more. It just takes a lot of my time. I spend hours and hours and hours, like I'm working on the Metatron video. It's taken me months now. It's not easy. And by the way, it's not AI creating, it's the human mind telling the AI what to do. How to make the changes. You have to use reference images to get exactly pinpoint what you want. It doesn't always do what you want. It's a constant process of fixing and correcting it. It takes a lot of work to get high quality results, to get the results that's in my mind into manifestation, to show you what I'm seeing in my mind or what the descriptions are in here. See, look at this 600-page book. Do you see pictures of aliens? No, but there's plenty of descriptions of what they look like. They'll tell you exactly what they look like, what planet they're from, what their agendas are, what their DNA strands are. So I take that, the Emerald Order descriptions, and make these depictions. So they become more understandable, more relatable. Now you have an example, and maybe that picture will trigger something within your Christos. Because if we are little individuals on Earth, well, we're also, planetary consciousness. We're galactic consciousness. We have planetary memory. We have galactic memory. We have universal memory. Holy ones. So these pictures will, accurate descriptions will spark something within you. So I don't just teach this stuff. I'm also creative. I'm an artist. I like to make the videos showing you what these beings look like. And sometimes I have fun with it, but mostly I'm just trying to make depictions for my videos. So. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's as high as I can go for questions. I mean, that's just, I don't see any more other questions. Giannis, 1111. Wait, let me check. Yes, Star Sister, my Chihuahua Holy One, and Angel Wings. The cat loves you all. Adam has his paws on the phone chat, giving grounding support. Thank you, Adam. Meow, meow. Thank you, Angel Wings and Giannis 1111. Diamond Star. Oh yeah, we said that one. Thank you, girls, ladies. A lot of ladies. Angelique Dorsey. Sorry if I missed that one. Stardust Goddess. Yeah, mostly ladies. Come on, gents. Come on, brothers. Come on, man. The ladies, the divine feminine is showing you up. I love how you guys are so kind and loving in chat. You guys are meeting friends with each other. Sir Madison, brother! As soon as I said that. No, right before I said that. Woohoo! Sir Madison, thank you, brother. Divine Masculine, bringing in these energy codes. Thank you, brother. And 444 does add up to 12. Yeah, baby. Yeah, much love and respect, you guys. Thank you for hanging with me tonight. I think I'll be coming to a conclusion. I'm getting hungry. Actually, wait a second. I ate, but I might still eat. When I do a live, it's a lot of energy, right? So I will make an exception of making another meal. And I'm usually tired, and the heater's been off, so I need to put the heat back on. So, bless all of you. Thank you for holding space with us tonight. Stephen Oswald, yeah, brother. Chihuahua. Yeah. Thank you, man. Bless you, brother. And you've been a member for over a year. Got another one of those annual stars, my Chihuahua brother. Woohoo! Cats in the know. I miss your outdoor videos too. Much love. Yeah, I know. I just don't have my resources when I'm out there. I don't have a green screen. I don't have my lights. I just have the iPhone, and that's it. But yeah, when I travel, like I'm gonna be using, some outdoor scenes. Whoa, beautiful Tay. What's up, brother? Watching on your PS5? I don't even know how you do that. I don't have a PS5, so I don't know how that works. But thank you, man. Woohoo! And I was thinking about getting into, because I used to do it before, virtual reality. I heard that the PS5 has the best quality virtual reality, even though the Meta Quest is more popular and much cheaper. I think on the PS5 it's like $3,500 for a virtual reality. So it's not within most people's abilities, but I don't know why I'm saying that. That's only because I was recently looking that up, virtual reality, because I would love to be able to teach in virtual reality where you can see the for example, you can see what the F, man, the technique that we do, the Maharic seal, be able to look around to see it 3D, man, in virtual reality, or whatever. Take you to some of these concepts and places like Planet Avion, see virtual reality of Planet Armentana, or see virtual reality of Lyran's looking at you, talking to you, giving you an Emerald Order teaching. Thank you, brother. Tay, what's up, brother? Tay. Thank you, Celine. Bless you, Star Sister. Woohoo! And that adds up to 24, divisible by 3. Thank you so much. Galactic Goddess again. Third time around as a charm. Woohoo! Yeah. Thank you, Star Sister. That's a euro. So what country are you in? What time zone? What time is it where you are? Right? Thank you, Stardust Goddess. Thank you for that membership. 14 months. Whoa. And this is a crew. Amanda, yes, sister. If you look below, there's a link to my PayPal. So that would be anonymous. So if you looked in the description of this video, there's a link to my PayPal. And I thank you in advance, even for the small gift of $5 or whatever you feel called to. And I should have said that earlier, but yeah. Yeah, man, I'm believe it or not, most people think that, oh, you become spiritual, so you should forget about all technology. What are you talking about? in the higher densities, it's super high tech. Oh, there's spiritual, tech, but these beings aren't living in rocket ships and fossil fuels. No, man, they're all about super advanced tech. If you guys go on your own journeys, if you've been to Middle Earth or been through a Stargate and see these future worlds, they're super advanced. If you're an Indigo child, you're probably into computers and technologies, like a genuine interest in it. We come from those evolved, advanced worlds. Okay, there's definitely benefits to go living in nature, of course. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is, think technology is bad. What are you doing with technology? That's what makes it blessed or negative, right? Are you following and using technology within your path of order? Transmute the haters. Let them say shit if I want to go use virtual reality to teach. Not only, I'm not going to switch my whole platform to that. I'm saying there's definitely some cool applications to add in addition to my regular platform. Yeah, man. I plan on making movies. I plan on making I have the visions already. It's just gonna wait for money, but I want to make a whole Pegasi series for kids. It's gonna be like, I don't want to give out my whole plan because someone will try to steal it. But just think of they're a violet flame guardian race. And the reason why I want to make a whole TV children's series for them, it's not just for kids, but the little children are going to learn Christos lessons from watching the Pegasus cartoon series. I'm not going to talk more about it, but yeah. And also I want to make regular movies, independent film movies. And, because Hollywood has their whole agendas when they make their movies. Well, I'm going to be bringing these forbidden history and extraterrestrial races from the Emerald Order universal point of view, not from a Hollywood point of view, okay? And you want to know something very dark and twisted? They use stuff like The Simpsons to give you black magic spell predictions. How do these people know of these predictions? How many things have happened first in Simpsons and then later came out in real life? And people don't believe in conspiracies when it's conspiracy fact right in our faces. I mean, these Illuminati, these black magicians, they use a specific system. All you have to do is point out what their system is, and you see it right there. It was always there. Bless you, holy ones. All you awakening starseeds and indigo children, you are the trailblazers. Remember, we're a tiny, small 1%. No, less than 1%. Remember, realize, have discernment. The whole planet is not awakening. A creator would love that. The guardian angelic nations will love that. It's just not the reality. There is no global awakening happening on planet Earth. It's an individual ascension process. You wake up, and maybe your whole family doesn't. Your relatives and loved ones don't ascend. You're awakening. Most of the planet is not awakening. So when you start hearing people say that shit, you know it's BS, man. I would love for everyone to awaken. It's not happening. Bless you, and you're awakening though. You're trailblazing. 2025's off the chart, baby. It's gonna be off the chart. Machiwa. Yes, Machiwa. Shaddai Ure Akuntan. 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 I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar. That's you acknowledging the 12th dimensional Merkaba, Christos, pure white star. That's what Christar is. The Christos Merkaba star, 12D star. These teachings teach you to reclaim that part of yourself, your Christos avatar self. My channel is called Christos Avatar, but it's a level of identity. Christos, we're all Christos avatars. The human template, DNA template, is of a Christos avatar. All humans have this potential. It doesn't matter what color skin you are, black, white, red, yellow, whatever. Brown. You know, those skin tones come from the guardian races. We're all part of the human race. Stop with the infighting. Stop with the racism. Stop with the judgment. Love each other unconditionally. Creator God loves everything. Why don't you? You're part of that face of God. Machiwa. Your neighbors are God. Everyone is, the little bugs and animals are God. I want to say one verse from the Song of Lyra. In the Anuhazi universal language, the Lyran Anuhazi language, the extraterrestrial language which you will learn from these teachings and in these Emerald Order Ashiana Deen workshops. Omeda Patuma, Omeda Patuma, Patuma Hedeta He Kumna, Omeda Patuma. Treti la iderna, treti la iderna, derma he kenta he kuna, omeda patuma. And it's a part of a larger song, the Song of Orion, the Song of Lyra. Bless all of you. Thank you for being with us tonight. We've been online for 2 hours. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And please take a look at the videos I come out with. Like our sister said, you can donate privately by using my PayPal link below. And check out my artwork if you want to. I plan on coming out with a whole bunch of new artwork. And also, I sell a few crystals, not a lot, but they're all sitting in this room. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. Let me show you those. Why not? Yeah, why not? Gotta be careful when I get out of that. Woohoo! Show you my crystals, baby. What's up? And remember, your brother Anwazi is poor. I have no furniture. I have no furniture except one chair. And that's why my crystals are on the floor. I didn't have my glasses. Shit. I don't know where the button is. I love the energies. Like right now, I'm feeling the energy. I'm not high. I'm not smoking drugs or people criticize me for stupid shit, but they don't even know I stopped smoking for a while. So, anyways, I just wanted to end my video by showing some of those miscellaneous boxes of crystals and I have a lot of spheres though. So, this is one reason why I didn't really have to go to the crystal show this year. But oh man, here's a cool one. Let me get a good angle. This is a rainbow quartz. I don't want to drop it. If you spin it around, you'll see the kind of like bioluminescence inside of it. Same with some other labradorite does that too. Let me see. A bioluminescence of some kind. I don't know if you can see it. You got to turn it at a certain. Yeah, there you saw some of it, right? That's so mystical to me. I love that. Of course, I got a lot of. Well, here's fluorite. Fluorite is really good. I got all these stones over the years in the past when at the Tucson Gem Show. It's the largest crystal show in the world. It's actually going on right now for another month or so. I have some shapes. Like here's that lapis lazuli and the dragon head. If you saw anything right now that you like, let me know. I'll tell you what I'm selling it for. Well, unfortunately, I had some crystals break when I went to Hawaii. Here's purite, also called fool's gold. All right, you guys. I forgot the microphone. I did that again. I forgot the microphone. Sorry, guys. Shit. Bless you. Thank you for hanging with Anahazi. What's up? You got to see, right? You got to see the crystal. Sorry, I forgot about the microphone. I can't, this thing is on a cord. I can't take it with me, right? This is the microphone cord. Anyways. Peace. See you guys soon. Good night. Namaste. Aho. I still can't see though. I need this. Woohoo! Party time! Indigos! Starseeds!